So you want to become your ideal self, but you're not really sure how to approach it. I'm gonna simplify it for you. First things first, you must ask yourself this question consciously as you go along your day. How would my ideal self think? Because if we're being completely real here, speaking logically, thoughts are the prerequisite to everything. If you are looking around yourself, you just see thoughts that have been turned into a reality. For example, your computer first started as a thought. My computer's there, by the way, that's why I put it there. This vest that I'm wearing first started as a thought. The skull cap that I'm wearing first started as a thought. Every single thing that was created by humanity first started as a thought. And thoughts aren't only the prerequisite to creation, they're also the prerequisite to actions. And those actions led to those creations, if that makes sense. So here is how it goes. Here is how I think about the mental model. It starts like this. There's a thought first, then there is either an emotion, or not emotion. Most of the time it's an emotion, and then there's an action after. And that is literally what happens. Say, literally like someone going to the gym. Everybody who started going to the gym, or most people, 99.9% of people, all started because somebody or something or some event motivated them to start the gym. It first started as a thought, and then it brought up an emotion, and then that led to action. So, with this in mind, that the prerequisite to everything is thinking, you must first ask yourself, what would my ideal self think? Then, what would he think in regards to? For example, what would he think in regards to his money beliefs? What would he think in regards to his beliefs about discipline? What would he think in regards to how to treat people? What do you think in regards to, or shooting, sorry, like this is for both genders, just make sure you know that. Like, what would he think in regards to the actions he used to take every morning? Like, what would he think? Like, think, because what he thinks is what permeates what he does. I don't know if I use that word in the right context, but it doesn't matter. You still understand what I'm trying to say. Essentially, he needs to consciously ask himself that question first. Now, after asking yourself that question, there are a couple things that you would need to start thinking about. For example, first thing, in my opinion, could be different from else's opinion, doesn't matter, because it's still, all it doesn't matter as long as you're getting everything done. What are you placing your attention to? What is your ideal self placing his attention to? Does he care about the next post on the Shade Borough? Does he care about celebrity gossip? Does he care about what Kai Cenat has done? Does he care about what I don't know, just things that most people just are spending a lot of time on, which doesn't bring anything to them, it doesn't benefit them at all. I'm not to be a party people, like, yeah, entertainment is there. Like, entertainment is there for a reason. You can have your fun, this and that. But keep in mind that those, you see, work-life balance, I really think that it changes depending on the level that you're at. And in the beginning, I don't really think there should be much for work-life balance. Of course, get your adequate rest, etc., etc. But later on, and also later on, you can, bring more balance into that work life. You feel me? If you get what I'm trying to say. Now, moving on, getting back to my original point before I stray from the original path. What would your ideal self place their attention towards? I'm hoping that that's simple and easy to understand. Next, what type of beliefs would your ideal self have? Would they think about money and think that there's nowhere near enough money to go around, it's a dog eat dog world and there's no opportunities? Or would they think there's an abundance of opportunities, there is literally an infinite amount of money available, and that anybody can gain access to these opportunities if they take the right steps? And then literally, once you found out these three things, once you found out the actions your ideal self would take, the attention, what your attention would be placed to, what your attention would be placed to, and your beliefs, that all essentially, basically helps you to create a new identity. Because our new identity, or the new identity that we want, comes from living life in a completely different way to the self that we are now. And in order to become that new self that we want to be, we literally just have to adopt those new beliefs, those new actions, new things we're placing our attention to, and that's pretty much it. Like, that is the formula. So usually I'd ask you to write down some notes and to help you remember this, but I feel like that should be self-explanatory. But yeah, in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today, enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.